Secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread.
Bell out. I was getting the stream going.
Help your squad mate.
We are live.
If you join them, you'll speed up capture.
Yeah, mofo. What's good?
I think there's a bot
What?
dropping in
Marking target
over
location.
there. It was a solo. Streaming with the baby.
Solo. Alright.
Well done, soldier.
Alright, where's
Check
the
your map
next
for
one
the
at
next
then?
gas spread location.
Spotted a contract.
You want to do that? Oh, there's that one. That one's closer. I'll go grab it. I'm still floating in the air anyway.
I mean, no, come to us. Come to us and we get the loadout. We
I'll
got
go
enough
ahead and
money.
get it.
We all got enough. Yeah, we need your money.
Can't have my money. It's my money.
Hunt down the enemy.
Oh, he's gonna pull my beard. Ow.
Mark the point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead.
Last mag.
Shit,
Bot was
shit. Bots
crawling
everywhere.
away from me. Bot had 2 snipers. Good job, body.
Oh my gosh. There's a freaking window in this thing. My money.
Why do I have?
Coming. I got some money.
Okay, this one.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Loadout's inbound.
Copy that.
Oh shit. Ah, damn it, I'm dead. I'm just gonna let them kill me.
Person.
Yeah, they're people. They're on our. Oh, is there 2 teams? Oh no, it's 1 team. I'm just gonna drop on loadout after I won the goog. Unless I die, then you might have to buy me back.
Hell to the no. You ain't no rookie no more.
I usually win the gulag, but you never know.
Time to fight your way out of here. Almost your turn, soldier. Stand by.
Wow. Okay.
I've also got max
You
hitting
rough me.
buttons too. Though.
Smashy smash. Ah,
Earn redeployment or die
dude,
trying.
I was already in the building. That was lame. Ugh.
That was so a bot.
Back on the field.
Alright, line in on loadout.
There's 3 of them, one on the roof, or one inside on the 2nd floor, and one on the 1st floor. I'm on the reload.
I'll be over there in just a second.
Squad mates in the gulag. If they survive, they redeploy.
Plates. Ask and you shall receive.
Redeployment or die trying.
Squad mate has been cleared for redeployment.
Are you
Squad
dropping
mates
on?
Fight. They're redeploying now.
Oh, never mind. Loadout's gone.
Yeah,
Coming
load is
over.
wrong.
Oh shit. Stupid bot.
Enemy
I think
UAV
it's a bot.
online.
Is it a bot?
Time's up. Contract
No, not if
failed.
you were going towards mission.
Dude, that's a team right there. They're dropping the loadout right
Who the hell are they?
now. That's a team.
Yep, that's a team. I just died.
Mother sucker. Come on.
I had to have been a bot. But man, that was a really good bot though. Damn.
Squad mate has entered the gulag. They'll need to survive to redeploy.
A very aggressive bot. If it was.
Spotted the contract. Visual on enemy. He got me.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Buy me back. I'm ready.
Bobby died in the gulag? Hey, you dead in the gulag?
Oh, I can't. No, I came back and then I died
Waypoint
again because the
marked.
players killed me.
Coordinates marked. Forget it.
Watch, I'm gonna die in the gulag over there.
Never mind. Visual on enemy.
Squad mate
Dude,
redeploying
don't go
to
there,
the
yellow
AO.
yellow people.
Taking fire.
Son of a biscuit. I'm down.
Don't go to that one. Don't go to that one.
Don't go to where?
That buy
Come,
station.
come up to me. Come up to me. Come up to me. You can make it.
I
Bobby
am,
back, I'm ready.
You want me to save your daddy again? Dude.
Sniper shooting at you. Smash.
Oh, they're
your
trying
face.
to...
Friendly loadout on the way.
There we go. Okay, now you can get me. Safe. Ha ha ha! Nice, Hanks. Love it.
I got you.
Good looking
That
out.
was sweet.
Gas is closing
Alright,
in.
just-
Sweetness.
Relocating
Are we
safe
jumping
zone.
back into the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bryce? Okay,
Yep.
ready?
I'm just. Yep.
Get in.
I'm down. I'm in. Go.
I'm under
Ah
fire.
shit! He shot me. How the hell did he shoot me? I guess it didn't help that I have no plates. But whatever.
He's trailing you guys because Tom's coming strong.
Nice
That's
save.
fine.
Oh,
Let
you
him
won.
come.
Drive.
Yeah, go.
Oh my gosh, this thing is so
Buy
slow.
me back. I'm ready.
Oh my...
He got me.
Where the hell is he coming from?
bot. It's just a bot.
I've got enough to buy him back. Buying him back now.
I got $2,000.
Okay, he's coming in. I just gotta find plates.
Dropping right on you guys.
There's a box right here by me.
Inside or out?
Inside the building, on me. The only one I found in here.
Adding armor.
Stupid. Oh,
Oh, nice.
got a
Plate
bot
box.
right here. They dropped some plate.
Gas is inbound.
Hey. It's popping up right here.
I got somebody in here with me.
Waypoint marked.
Oh, shit.
Down to Mara. Stay here.
Not
An
everybody.
enemy squad is hunting you. Stay sharp.
Is there?
They're on you, Smash.
Oh, they're coming after me? Yep. I'm gonna be shark bait. Hoo-ha-ha.
Shark bait. Wow. I hear a box. There it is.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Enemy soldier.
Loading fresh mag.
We need to buy load out.
Clean shot.
Yeah, maybe. I got almost 8,000. Anybody want to
got
drop
4.
some kids ash? Okay.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Okay. Mm.
Alright, where do we want to go?
Loading new mag.
Might as well hit this.
Hit what? Oh, okay.
Huh. You hear it too?
Yeah.
It's hard up here. It's upstairs.
Oh.
Should I get a sniper rifle? You guys see a good sniper down? Let me know.
Eyes on ammo depot.
Ammo depot over
Yep,
here.
ammo depot it is.
Marking weapon.
Okay,
got
thank
comms.
you, Magus.
Oh, I gotta.
Visual on enemy.
Gas
Let's go.
inbound. Marking new safe zone. The enemy lost track of you. Good work down there. Firepower is active. Buy station prices are adjusted.
Body bot.
Vulnerable buy
You
station.
guys good on
marked.
weapons?
Head to the buy station before time
Yeah,
runs
I
out.
got my
Get a
loadout.
discounted item.
Okay.
Thanks. Sniper rifle.
Marking weapon.
Oh,
Thank you,
more
sir.
bots.
No, there's team over here, Bryce.
Switching mag.
Dead, bitch. Where's the team at?
They were on my comms. That's all I know. They were close when I ran over there.
Oh. Well, let's go find them.
I'm going to that buy station that's marked. The timer.
Oh. Oh, it's fire still right now. I'm gonna grab a UAV.
UAV standing by.
Marshal requesting UAV task.
UAV's up.
UAV available for tasking.
Be advised. You still have squad mates outside the safe zone.
Now's a good time to buy crap.
Mmm.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV is online.
TACOM, we're flying on fumes. UAV on the tank.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Buy station exploited. Nicely done. The discount is applied.
I'll drive. I'll drive.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Blue. Chris.
What?
I said keep up with the other two was ahead of us.
I'll drive.
I mean,
Incoming missile. There's people, there's players watching us. UAV up.
Standing by.
Damn.
I'll
They're
drive.
coming.
Reload.
One's down.
Dude, what?
Let
Dude,
him come, guys.
Dude, you suck. That's
No one
what-
did.
Eliminated.
Mission timeline expired. UAV exited the AO.
They got the...
Yeah, buddy.
You guys get them?
Yeah, they're all
We
dead.
got
Apparently there's still
One
one.
more left.
Take it back.
bot.
Yeah, bot.
Kane requesting UAV.
Clean it up, boys.
Switching men.
Ooh, I got my
Taking
carrot.
gas.
Gas
Let's
mask.
go.
Anybody needs one?
Yeah, I need one.
There's another one over here, guys, and a 2-plate thingy. Perk. This. Where you at?
No, I'm gonna. Just be careful. I think we sent their whole team to the gulag.
Okay.
You know that's
They
going
don't
to
like
we got,
that.
Marking
yeah, we
target
got two
location.
guys coming on our 6 o'clock where we came from.
We got enemy
Loading
movement.
fresh mag.
Hold drive. Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Not a bot.
Supply crates have been
I think
restocked. Load up.
Yeah.
There's a fire sale thing going on.
No, it's over.
Hostile UAV in the area.
UAV's up.
Arm and blast trap.
There's another mask right there, guys.
I'll drive.
We got people over here.
Hold drive.
I got one more. They're at the buy station. Over here.
Let's go get them.
Adding armor.
There's two of them. There's two of
Squad
them.
is outside the safe zone.
I'm down.
Grab it up. Oh, shit, I'm dead. How the hell? What did he kill me with? Oh, SWAT
From
556.
behind us.
Dude, he...
That's
Wow.
a great gun.
Requesting recon about.
That was insane.
Or if you can get to it, but I doubt it.
I think they ran.
Nope.
They're on the, no, they're on the buy station right now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, there they are.
Going down the stairs.
Get the one on the ground. Get the one on the ground.
He's probably reviving.
They're reviving. Go finish them. Go finish them, Smash.
One's up. One,
Shit.
one's up in the spot where you were.
Yeah, that one's revived. Don't worry about it. Okay, you got one more.
Oh, you're using that. That valve.
Ah,
shit.
on my side.
Bummer.
1 and 25 remaining.
That was good though, sir. That was good.
Shake it off and keep pushing.
I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go too.
I gotta be
I got a
up
doctor.
for 30. Later, guys.
I got a doctor's appointment. I got a shower.
Nah, just stink. You're fine. The doctor will understand. What doctor's appointment is
Oh,
it?
you don't you know it?
Was it
For
VA?
the VA.
Oh yeah, you totally stink. That's totally acceptable.
Huh.
I always try to smell as bad as I can when I go to the VA, because then they get me in and out faster.
Wow.
Ours isn't that bad. But
Our Orm clinic isn't all that bad. It's the Salt Lake one that sucks really bad.
well, that's the main one.
Yeah, the small clinics are cool. They're usually pretty quick.
Yeah, it's a small one. It's a small one.
Right on.
But yeah, I'll be on tomorrow though.
Save up your money and buy a 3D printer, Bobby.
I know it's on my
3D
list.
printer?
Yeah. We all need 3D
I
printers.
need a good one
Why do we need to do that?
Why wouldn't
so we
you?
can make anything and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Can it make food?
Yeah,
Maybe someday.
depends on. Yeah, I mean, some areas already do. It's called lab grown meat. It's soon.
Yeah, right. Hey, they're printing. They're
Gates.
printing living tissue nowadays. They
It only
printed
costs about
kidneys.
200,000 to clone somebody.
Yeah, they're printing kidneys,
So
from what I hear.
yeah, no, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But no, I'll be on tomorrow.
Okay. All right. See you
All
tomorrow.
right, man.
All right, guys.
Just
Later.
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 Chris is gone too?
Yeah, he said he's got to work or something.
Ah, that's stupid. I gotta work too. Lame. I just go tired. I gotta go tired anyway because this little guy is gonna keep me awake till probably, I don't know, 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
If I'm
to sing
lucky.
to him, man.
Otherwise, it's like 2 or 3 in the morning.
You need to sing to him. He'll go to sleep.
That just scares him. That keeps him up.
That's probably why he's like staying awake. Like,
Yeah.
"Oh, there's a monster out there.
Please don't sing to me, Daddy.
I go to sleep, you start singing. Poor guy. Oh my God. Yeah, Mateus is
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by.
Ism? He's ism, huh?
my boy's graduating next Tuesday, bro.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
Can you believe that?
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
1 minute they're little babies, next minute they're like getting out of here.
Yeah. Get me the hell out of here. I'm a big boy. Hey, hey, hey!
You pulling the bitch?
Yeah. Oh, he was up on
Drop the
Now you deploy to the war zone.
I feel dumb.
Magnus is laughing. What is Magnus? Are you laughing?
Where are we dropping, boys?
Most wanted contract here.
Most wanted, huh? Alright, let's get crazy.
Nice. Okay.
It's fine by me.
Gas is approaching
It's a
your
ways
position.
out there.
Move
We'll
to
be
the
fine.
safe zone.
It's mostly bots anyway. Do the bots come for the most wanted contracts?
I don't know.
I mean, that'd be nice if they did because that's just
I want to say yes.
that's just feeding.
I want to say yes.
Enemy soldier
Yeah, I think
incoming.
they do. Get more kills.
Eliminate all targets in the AO.
That was close.
I hear parachutes. Oh, there they are.
Watch for movement.
I think that was a bot.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
dropping in here.
I'm trying to find that stupid whatever this is. Can't be right below me.
Careful. Ouch. You're so mean.
Loading fresh mag.
Oh, right here? My gosh.
Your squad mate is a most wanted target. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches
Why
to
is it
reduce
always
the
you?
time of the contract.
I don't know. Good shot. I want to see if all these butts are going to show up.
Reloading. 5 down.
Your squad's in the safe zone. Gas is moving.
I heard a parachute come in, but I can't find anybody.
Some close gunfire. Southwest.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Got some cash. Found a buy station. Cancel that.
You kept your squad mate in one piece.
We need some more money.
Contract complete.
Pricey Bryce.
Yeah. Coming.
I need one more $1,000. Or
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. You've got a loadout drop.
Lodi coming in, boys. There's our Lodi.
Okay, coming back for it. I was just cleaning up.
Switching mag.
Rah, 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 rah. I think I might build a 5.56 after this. Where's the shots coming from? Ooh, gas mask. Nice. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Ow, ow.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Enemy dropping in. There's another one too. Oh, there's a lot of bots in one little spot.
Yep.
LDBR inbound.
Cluster strike.
Yep. I think the bots are using them.
Taking fire.
Ah, hell. No yelling, dude. It's against the rules.
Switching mags. Adding armor.
Need to get me an armor satchel. I need a satchel.
Changing mags.
Hey, want to load
Loadout
up?
drops on the way.
I'm under fire.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
There's a loadout over here too.
Jeez.
There's got to be a team nearby.
Brycey, Bryce.
Yo,
Far away from me.
I know. I was just coming over here to get a vehicle. I'm on my way. Vehicle's nice to have every once in a while.
Hell yeah. I'm in.
Oh, there's a helicopter in the... There's going to be people here somewhere. Keep your eyes peeled, peoples. I just got shot at.
Right here.
Location. Reloading.
Is that a bot or is that a person?
Can't tell. It was dressed like an Indian. I feel bad.
Indian?
Like an American native.
An American native?
Chippewa. Yeah, Chippewa tribe.
Adding armor.
Move to the safe zone. You've got gas moving
Chupacabra.
in. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Loading fresh mag.
He's dead.
You're so noisy, buddy. Uh-huh. You is.
I'll fly.
There's one right there. Bot. Got another one over here by the tower.
Visual on enemy. Marking target location. Found enemy spot. Someone else got it.
I don't see anything else. That's all I see. Where do we want to go? Somebody mark something. I don't see anybody anywhere.
Coordinates marked.
We got one. We got a team over here where I just marked.
Visual on enemy.
got somebody sniping at me. They're not very good.
Waypoint marked.
More people down there.
Coordinates marked.
So we got a team here.
Alright,
I don't know where you guys want to go.
Going hunting?
Yeah, there's two below me.
Visual on enemy.
Right there.
Marking target location. Forget it. Downed enemy spot.
Gotta run gas. Got a team right there on the edge of the gas. They're in the gas. They're running from the gas.
Waypoint marked.
Jeez Louise, that's so nice.
Marking target location. Visual on enemy.
Right there. There's two of them. There's one on the rooftop right below me.
Coordinates marked. Never mind. They got waypoint marked.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone. Relocating.
Little help here.
Oh, damn it. Oh, crap.
Fight for a shot.
Here's your waypoint.
I should have dropped on the backside of the building. That was my fault.
It's all good. We're all in the gulag.
All of us? Oh, shit.
Yep.
Are you down in there right now? Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going the same side as you. He's on your
got
right.
him.
Be ready.
I got him.
You're
Okay.
next. Earn redeployment or die trying.
After this one, I'm going to have to go get the baby a bottle. I don't know if you want to wait for me to come back or call it. It's up to you.
Like right now?
No, after this match.
Yeah, it'll probably be my last game.
Alright. Hopefully we make it a good one.
Yeah.
Where did we die at? Where the hell did we die at?
Way somewhere else.
Oh, hell. Yeah. Oh, is that loadout? Oh, I guess we can buy loadout, can't we? We can combine our money and get loadout. Drop the cash, my friend.
Coming.
Oh, it's gonna drop on top of this thing.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Damn it.
Yeah, my bad.
What the hell, bro?
I don't know. I like to make shit difficult.
Yeah, you do. What makes it fun?
I might have fucked us. Son of a bitch. Alright, where's the chopper? I'll go get a chopper.
Damn it. Oh my god. There's a chopper.
I was
chopper
totally not
flying.
paying attention. There's one right
Tag
there.
vehicle.
I'll go get it. I'll go get it. I'll go get it. I'll be right back. I'll be back.
Unacceptable.
I know, right? Freaking idiot.
I'll drive.
This guy.
Dumb son of a bitch. Okay, as long as I don't die though, we're fine. I guess I could just buy another loadout, but what fun is that? Alright, I'm getting the chopper.
incoming.
I'll fly.
Alright, I'm up. Headed over. Chopper inbound. Okay, everybody hop on quick.
Gas is moving in.
Everybody on, everybody on, everybody on. Fast, fast, fast. Fast, fast, fast. Shit. Okay, landing again.
Enemies are dropping into
Okay,
the area.
everybody on, everybody on, everybody on. Fast, 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 fast. Fast,
I'm
fast.
getting my loading, dude. Oh no, wait, I forgot.
Loadout's up there. Come on, hurry.
Yep,
Get
yep.
on, get on, get
I'm
on, get
I'm
on, get
I'm
on.
on.
Last guy, last guy. Okay, drop, 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 drop. There's a guy right.
Forget it.
Damn it, I
Never
can't.
mind. Forget it. Coordinates marked. Never mind.
Yeah, I
Visual on
There we
enemy.
go. Right there.
Head to the safe zone.
Forget it. Marking
Gas
target
is
locate.
closing
Never mind. Waypoint marked.
Okay, we're good. Alright, I'm dumping the chopper. See, that worked out fine. I knew what I was doing.
Tag a vehicle.
I can go grab that heli.
Marking target location.
Think maybe
Coordinates
that
marked.
building might be a good one to be on. Or actually,
Waypoint marked.
that one. I'm gonna go grab the heli and we'll go over there to it. We'll get in the circle. Oh, if I get the heli in time. Oh, shite. I might not make it. Alright, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running. I'm trying. I'm giving it my all. Here we go. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Everybody jump on, we'll run to that. I got people shooting at me. Oh, no, no, I'm out. Oh, shit. I drew a lot of fire.
For Pete's sakes.
That was funny.
We've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
I need freaking plates.
The gulag's locked down. Area's clear.
We got a bot over here. I'm gonna kill it for plates.
Friendly loadout.
Adding armor.
Let's see, where's a buy station?
Visual on buy station.
Your squad mate is being tracked as the most wanted target. Eliminate enemies and secure supply caches to get that target off their back.
Oh, run, 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 run. Gotta get there before the gas goes.
10 remain. You're almost done here. Get to the safe zone.
Gas mask.
You're losing ground. Move it.
Maybe.
UAV available for tasking.
Twist the knife. You hit the ground runner.
Yeah, I got my knife out. We can just play the edge of the gas.
Sure.
Might as well, right?
I'll do.
Your squad's in the top 5.
4.
I see an enemy.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Oh, somebody's sniping.
How is there a confirmed target in the tree? Oh, they're up above us. Let's go on the top of this building.
You kept your squad mate alive. Most wanted contract complete.
Not in here. Stairs are right here, guys. On me.
Head to the safe zone. You've got gas moving in.
Oh, damn it, I'm down. I'm dead. Crap. That
That's a
sucked.
bot. Dude.
No, that was a team. There's a team upstairs. That roof is going to be the place to be.
Inserting armor.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Mark for movement.
Right there, to your right, by the plotted plant. Oh, out of ammo.
Such donkey shit, bro.
Teammate got him.
Gas is inbound.
Oh.
You're in the
There
last
should be a
zone.
zip
Now
up to the top of the building.
2v1, 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 guys.
He's up on. He's got to be on top of the roof.
He's on top of the roof. We'll try the sides of the... maybe the elevator.
There should be a zip somewhere. You guys need like stems or something that you could just outlast him.
Right there. Oh,
Yep, there's your
right
zip.
there.
Go, 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 go. It's got to be up there somewhere.
Gas
Gas
mask.
is
If
closing in.
if there's
Get to
stem,
new
oh,
safe
grab
zone.
that. Right there. Oh shit!
Watch for movement.
Get him up! Get him up! Crap.
Gas is closing in.
There's a precision airstrike over there by Buddy's body. Right on the other side of that little building. Ah, fudge.
One of 5 remaining. Valiant effort.
Good chase.
Head up.
Oh, that was so close. Good job, guys.
Hey, Jordan.
Good job, good job. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right, Bradley.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, man. See you later, Magnus. Nah. Okay. Later, guys.
Later. That wasn't even an hour that we streamed for. Wow, that what? I didn't even exit the game. Well, that was weird. Huh. Yeah, that was weird. Apparently that is like, I don't know, a sign from God maybe or something. I don't know. All right, y'all. Catch you in the next one. I'm going to try to start streaming more. And also, I'm going to get a 3D printer. And I'm going to start streaming me starting in 3D printing. And you can watch me fail and succeed and learn, and y'all can learn with me and all that fun stuff. So I will have that up and running probably within the next month or two. The 3D printer that I'm looking at is the Elegoo. Here, I'll actually pull it up real quick and show you the printer. So this is the printer. I don't know why everybody makes these boats. That's like I guess like a tradition that you make that little boat as your first 3D print. I'm probably not going to do that, but whatever. Anyway, so this is the one I'm getting. It's only $2.99. Right now it's on pre-order. It ships before July 31st. So any time between now and July 31st, I guess. I don't know. April 30th and August 15th. I did get some of the filament. I got this one. PLA CF. Which I believe is a carbon filament. PLA carbon filament, I believe is what that means. Don't quote me on that because I'm just learning all this stuff, so I'm not entirely sure. These are glue sticks. This is what you put on the print bed for some of the filaments that don't stick to the print bed very well. I got the anti-vibration feet. I'm going to be sticking it on my table edition over here. Should work out well. I got a couple extra of these hot end kits. And I got this whole accessory kit as well. So I got that whole accessory kit. I got the extruder. I got a 3-pack of these, so I'll have 6 of them. I think it comes with 1 too, so I'll have 7. I got the 2 sets of feet. Apparently I didn't know there was feet in that. And there's filament in there too, but I got more filament. I didn't get any more of the glue because I really didn't think I would need any. And from what I hear, people just use those Elmer glue sticks and just rub it on the plate, and I guess that is good enough. I don't know. I'm going to try all this stuff out, and we'll see how much I fail or succeed. This is where all the poop comes out. I don't know why they call it poop. Probably because it comes out the back end and it's garbage, so they call it poop. One of my first print, if not my first print, maybe even, there is a poop catcher that has spots for magnets. That I will probably get that, and then I'll stick that on the back of it so I don't have the leftover filament dropping out on the back and just onto my floor or whatever. I'll have something to catch it with. That's a top view. There's glass. I think it's just glass on the top and the glass door. All the other 3 sides, I believe, are just solid. This one does have a camera in the, yeah, so solid sides, glass front, glass top. It's got fans and whatnot in it. There's also a camera inside of it. These are the tools you can print. One of them is a scraper. I don't know if it's that one or that one, but it comes with screws in the kit. It's those right there. Can I not zoom in? No, I can't zoom in any further. So, but there's screws, that kit, and that's a blade, and you can build a scraper blade thing out of it, and it either attaches to that one, or maybe either or, I don't know. And then I don't know what these other pieces are. I guess we'll find out when we get it. This is supposed to be a model that is printable with this printer. As of right now, it will only have the capability of doing one thing of filament. I guess if I was to sit and just manually change them out, I could do that, but I'm not going to bother with it because I'm just going to be learning for this first little bit, and so I'll just be printing simple stuff. In Q3, print right out of the box. There we go. Available in Q3 2025. Compatible with Centauri Carbon multicolor printing. So I'm assuming it'll do up to 4 colors, since there's yellow, orange, silver, and black on this model. I would imagine that they'd be printing something that is unprintable on the printer itself. 4 is what I have noticed is pretty common. It's got a chamber camera. I believe this is so that if something goes wrong with your print, then the camera will notice it and stop the printing process, so that you can go in, it's a failed print, you clear it all out, and you restart your print. Obviously build volume 256 by 256 by 256 millimeters. It does a full auto calibration for you. Built for high speed, 500 millimeters a second, 20,000 millimeters a second squared acceleration, 32 millimeters cubed a second flow rate. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea what any of that means. We'll figure it out. Die cast design, it's all die cast. You can actually take all the sides off. So some things print better in open air. So I can take all the sides off this and just have an open air and print that type of filament out. It's supposed to be really smooth. And from some of the other YouTubes that I've watched, as people have printed stuff out, it is really smooth. Even like these lines here, on some of the prints you couldn't even see that. So it's pretty impressive. The reviews on it have been really well, and a lot of the more advanced people that do this have said that they would, like, for a first time printer just getting into it, this would be a good one. So I'm hoping that the fans will end up being replaceable, because that's something that I've heard on other models, other brands. Probably it'll be this one as well, that the fans do go out. So hopefully that'll be something that becomes replaceable. Power loss recovery, that is, so if the power goes out, or if the unit loses power somehow, you accidentally turn it off, whatever, that when you turn it back on or you get power back, that it will continue printing where it left off without any failure. Now, that is to say, if you shut it off, or if it gets shut off, you lose power. If it's an extended amount of time and the printer, the ambient temperature inside the printer cools, the bed cools, everything cools down, then I am not so sure how that will work out. Probably it will just be a print failure. I did watch one video that somebody did have that happen. Their power went out. They didn't realize it or didn't think about it until they went down like the next day and noticed that it was off and the print wasn't finished, turned it back on, and the print failed. So there's that. Looks like it's got a belt tensioner for the print head. That's what controls the print head moving back and forth. Transparent glass door. The one thing that I have heard of like an issue with this door is the fact that it's tinted. And like in this one, it doesn't look like it's that dark of a tint, but on the videos I've watched, it's pretty dark. So hopefully it will either be lighter. I don't know why they would tint it so much. Like there's got to be, I would think that there would be a reason, but nobody's said anything as any kind of a reason why it would be as dark as it is. But I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe getting some LED lights and just putting them around the inside of it, so that it's easier to see inside. Plus I want to hook up the camera so that you guys can also see it. So like with my camera that's on my shelf, that one, I want to do another camera right below that one, and then you can see the inside of the printer and watch it print as well. And I'm gonna kind of have that going at the same time as I'm gaming, so we can start a print, we can watch it print, we can print out different cool things. Hopefully the multicolor unit will be coming out fairly soon. I mean, we're coming up on Q2. We're in Q2. We're coming up on Q3. So hopefully it'll be out fairly quickly. Cooling, built-in air filter. They actually sell. So for some of the filaments, I don't know what that is, but it looks like, I don't know if that's Star Wars? No. It almost looks like a lightsaber in the shape of a ship. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what that is. But anyway, this is the one I'm getting. You can get it without any of the doors or anything for $200. And if this is as good of a printer as I have heard, the people that have had YouTube channels for a long time and do this a lot, they've reviewed it. They've said it's a great printer, so I have pretty decently high hopes for it. This is actually one of the videos that I watched, actually, where they printed out some pretty cool stuff. So like, oh, I hate that. Okay, so like these little lines here, that's just the supporting material, and you pop all that stuff out. That's like what it's printing in the back there. That's just supporting material, so your print doesn't collapse. And you break all that stuff out. It's just very loosely attached. So it finishes, but maybe I'll print a Chewy or something. So that's pretty cool stuff. I don't know what that is. Waste bin? I guess I can turn the
in their time with the development of this latest 3D printer, making sure that it's a refined, great
See, there's the boat.
experience that's going to
Everybody
provide
prints.
some really quality 3D prints. And one of my favorite things that I had been begging them for was to actually take all of the filaments that they offer within their lineup and create profiles for them that are supported here on the Centauri. And other than
that's
modifying things like infill and supports, I've just been using their basic profiles and they've been working great so far. Also, real quick before we dive into all the details on the printer, just please note that this is not a review of the 3D printer. I am heavily sponsored by Elegoo, so I don't review their 3D printers. Please make sure to check out some of the other content creators and their content that they're creating on the Centauri and their feedback that they've had with working with this over the past handful of weeks as well.
And I did.
Elegoo has sent this out to a bunch of different creators to get
Yep,
their
they
feedback
did.
on before it goes out in full production. First up, let's talk about the unboxing and setup experience of working with the newest CC3D printer. The
And
entire
all of
unboxing
the
and setup
reviews
process
that
is
I have been able to
extremely
found
straightforward.
were really
You basically
good.
take it out of the box. Inside of the 3D printer will be some additional content for things like the screen and power cable.
Okay,
and
this
other
is
tools
bugging
that you
me.
might need, and then we can remove
Hold on.
3 screws from the inside that are securing the build plate in place. There's also some zip ties and a few pieces of cardboard that we can remove from the print head area. Then it's just a matter of connecting the bottom display and sliding it into place. You can then power on the printer and begin the setup and calibration process. The whole entire calibration process takes about 30 minutes to complete, which was a little bit longer than I was anticipating. However, it is fairly straightforward and I've never ran it again. And if we further take a look at the build and design of the CC, you can clearly see that this was heavily inspired by the Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon. It has a really nice sleek design to it, and the outer shell is this all aluminum framing. The printer also has a pretty nice heft to it, which is great considering how fast this is going to be printing. Now, one thing that you know that I have a little contention about is the glass doors that come on a lot of these 3D printers, and
Did he dye some of his eyelashes, or is he just so old that his eyelashes are going gray too? I've never seen somebody's eyelashes go gray. That is so noticeable. If you didn't notice it, you're going to now, and it bugs the hell out of me. I can't stop seeing
However,
it.
it's nice and stiff, very similar to what we see on the X1 Carbon. However, I do wish that it opened slightly wider than it currently does here. It opens beyond 90 degrees, but not by a whole lot. So I'm going to be looking into a printable mod to extend that out so that I can open the door to about 180 degrees. The glass door also magnetically latches shut, and the best part is, yeah, I haven't broken the door yet. There's also a large removable top glass panel that has a handle on it that you can lift easily on and off. It is a little bit of a tight fit to get that back on there, but nothing too hard to deal with. And on the very front bottom is where you're going to find the touchscreen interface for the printer, as well as a front-facing USB port. And yes, you can wirelessly send your 3D prints directly to the printer. You don't have to use the USB if you don't want to. And let's talk about some of the features and hardware that we can find on the Centauri. And the first one I want to talk about is how this handles your filament, and that is a side-mounted spool holder. Elegoo, thank you so much for listening and not sticking that in the back of this printer. Now, that default spool holder is going to limit you to 1 kilogram rolls. However, it does look like you could probably easily 3D print a modded spool holder that would allow you to print with larger spools. One other thing I wanted to call out is that the spool holder, you can kind of pull on it and it pulls on the aluminum siding there ever so slightly.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
not
really
really
like
an
that.
issue, it's just, you know, something I wanted to call out that you might see when working with it. On that same side is also where you're going to see the filament runout sensor, where you're going to feed your filament through, and it's going to go into the PTFE tube and then into the printer, where it will go directly into the extruder. Now, this is a bit of a sharp turn here that it's going into this extruder depending on where it's positioned, and I found it a little bit easier if you take the glass hood off when loading the filament in, if you end up running into an issue where it's not reaching all the way to the extruder. But for the most part, I've had no issues and just left the glass door completely on. Another thing that I wanted to call out is that when you're loading filament into the printer, it does feel like sometimes that when you're loading it in, that the filament will want to jump off the roll like this if it's a brand new roll or a completely full roll. One thing that I'm going to look into doing is extending this out ever so slightly so that it makes it a little bit easier to guide the filament up in, or just adding an extra PTFE tube from the bottom side that connects further down. And if we spin the printer around backwards is where you're going to find a poop chute that it's going to eject filament as it's loading it in, and then if you're unloading, it'll also cut it and spit it out the back. Elegoo even provides this little mini Centauri carbon model that you can print and stick on the back to capture all the poop that it might produce, and it doesn't even produce that much. Another thing that I almost forgot to call out is there are rubber feet on the bottom of the printer to help keep it all stabilized. And when it comes to cooling, there are multiple fans located on the inside of the Centauri. You have a large 5020 auxiliary cooling fan in the very back of the printer. Then there's also an extruder part cooling fan, and there is an external enclosure fan that can help with some of the ambient temperatures inside the enclosure, along with a nano mineral crystal filter. Yeah, I've never heard of that either, but it worked surprisingly well when I was printing with ASA. You also have access to those fans and whether or not they're on or off directly through the interface of the printer. Now inside the printer, when it comes to the extruder and heated bed, we're working with a 0.4 millimeter hardened steel nozzle that can heat up to 250 degrees Celsius in about 30 seconds and has a max temperature of 320. That's all going to be powered by a 60-watt ceramic heater. I'm also really liking that
I got 2 extra of those.
Looks like it can easily be swapped out by removing the 2 screws and unplugging the 2 cables to quickly swap out for a new hot end or different size nozzles. There's also a built-in filament cutter for the poop chute out back, and there is a silicone brush pad to help clean the nozzles when printing. The build volume that you're going to be able to print with is 256 by 256 by 256 millimeters, and that is actual print size, unlike the other carbon 3D printer that you can't actually print with the full build volume of the 3D printer unless you 3D print some spare parts and sort of change some settings in your slicer in order to be able to actually print with the full build volume that it's advertised with. And the Centauri Carbon comes with a dual-sided magnetic build plate. On one side is a textured PEI surface, and on the other is smooth. That also means that you can pretty much print with any other standardized 256 by 256 size build plate. There's also notches on the back of the bed surface that's going to allow you to easily align your build plate as you're sliding it in. The heated bed can also reach a max temperature of 100 degrees Celsius, and it takes about 7.5 minutes for it to reach that temperature. There is also auto bed leveling, but it does not occur before every print, which is fantastic, which means as soon as you hit print on a file, as soon as it reaches the max temperature, it's going to start printing. One thing that this does differently than basically any other 3D printer that I've ever worked with is that it captures 2 different bed leveling profiles, which is why it has a side A and a side B on its build plate. You can then choose which build plate profile that you want to work with before you start your print. One thing that I would like to see Elegoo improve on is the bed leveling time. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes for it to do one set of bed leveling, which is entirely too long in my opinion. So hopefully there's something that they can do on the firmware side to further speed that up. But thankfully, I don't do that very often, only when I...
That seems like a really long time. I think I could manually level it faster than that. I mean, just grab 2 levels, stick them in there, maybe 3 or 4. I'd be overboard, but just a bubble level for the center level, like put it in the center in the bed, you could level it, but take the top off, manually do it.
I want to work with a new build.
That seems like a really long time.
It doesn't automatically bed level at the start of a print, which is fantastic. And as I mentioned previously, the printer is Wi-Fi enabled, allowing you to wirelessly send print jobs directly from Elegoo Slicer to the printer without having to interface with any kind of cloud or anything like that. Everything is just locally managed on your own internal network. There's also a built-in camera in the front right corner, allowing you to wirelessly monitor your prints.
See, I knew one thing with the bamboos. I know that like my brother-in-law has a bamboo. He can print things straight from his phone. I wonder if they have a phone app to be able to do that as well.
By Elegoo Slicer, there's no mobile app and no LiDAR or AI functionality built into the printer. It will also record time lapses for you of your 3D prints if you've decided to enable that on the print job. There's also a built-in light that you can enable or disable. That's probably the single weakest point of this printer, is that really basic single LED, and I have heard rumors that Elegoo might be improving that before the product officially launches. The included touchscreen is very responsive and visually very easy to work with, and extremely similar with its layout to the X1 Carbon. You can also expect some pretty fast printing with a max print speed of 500 millimeters per second. There are also multiple speed mode options available for you to choose from when printing. The default is balanced, but there's also a silent mode that's going to print slightly slower.
See, I have no idea what print speed to do anything at, so that's something we're going to play around with.
Now, I only ran a very basic test with a set of benches with each of these speed options, and I honestly didn't see much of a difference between the print times or the quality in the prints. But I'll definitely be testing out that further. Now, one thing I was eager to see how Elegoo was gonna approach this is when it came to actually slicing files for the Centauri. And they've actually created their own cloned version of Orca Slicer with Elegoo Slicer. And it's a straight up almost one-to-one clone of Orca Slicer, but branded for Elegoo. And I understand from a business standpoint of why they've done this to try and make it as easy as possible for a user that's maybe their first 3D printer getting started with this. I'm hoping that we can also have any of the profiles that were created for this migrated over directly to Orca Slicer. But extremely excited to see that they have a lot of different print profiles available for this already. And that was a lot of details to get through on the Centauri, but now we can finally talk about some of the things that I printed. To start things off, I printed a handful of the files that were preloaded on the provided USB stick that came with the printer.
Man, that
Now,
orange is
I
terrible.
would like to actually see those files preloaded directly onto the printer when it goes into production. The one that I think everyone should print out of all those files is the
Yeah, the
Mini
poop
Centauri Carbon. This is gonna allow you to capture all of the poop that comes off the machine, and as I previously mentioned, there isn't a whole lot that ends up being shot out the back during the printing because it's not a multicolored
You
3D
think that's
print. This is
funny?
literally all of the poop that I've
think that's
captured
funny?
from every single one of my prints so far. Well, technically, this is not a Neptune 3D printer, but I have a long-standing history of printing an Eastman bust with basically every one of my Elegoo FDM 3D printers. This being no exception, I found this amazing Doctor Strange bust that I printed on the Centauri Carbon in this Elegoo Galaxy Purple PLA, and it came out spectacular. This was the first large print that I did on this printer, and I believe this took about 9.5 hours. One of the things I want to call out is the actual print time for every single one of my prints has been faster than the estimated time provided in the slicer. So I'm not quite sure how that dials in further to make those more accurate, but I'm happy to see that they're actually printing faster than what the estimates provide.
Oh, you
I then
wanted
printed this Helix bowl by High Low that I found over on Printables in this green apple filament from Hangout, and this print turned out so good. I'm absolutely just in awe of how clean and beautiful these prints are turning out off of this printer.
Okay, here's a question I have. I don't know if anybody can answer. If you can, great. If not, I'll figure it out eventually. Are these food grade safe? Like, if I printed a bowl, could I eat out of it safely? I guess if it doesn't have any of the what's it called? Shoot, now I forget the bad stuff that they put in plastic. It's bad for it's harmful. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Is it as long as it doesn't have that in it? It's okay. Cause like the PLA that I got, is that gonna be okay to? Would that be okay to eat out of?
And for every single one of these prints,
That's something I'm gonna have to look
using
into.
profiles that Elegoo has created within their slicer. And there was no way that I wasn't going to be printing some cosplay-related items here on the Centauri, so I found this Spider-Punk from Marvel Rivals file from Yosh Studios, and it printed all these parts seamlessly. And I used the organic support option and was able to really cleanly and easily remove those supports from each of these prints. And of course, I can wear the helmet as well. And I figured it was only appropriate for me to print a clone trooper, that's right, a clone trooper here on the Centauri Carbon. I ended up using Elegoo's Rapid White Pet G for this print, and it turned out awesome. I did have to work a little bit on getting the supports removed from this, but the print itself turned out really clean and no stringing or anything crazy like that. Again, just kind of in awe of how well some of these profiles are already dialed in. I'm sure they could be dialed in further, but they're really great right now out of the box. I then wanted to try printing with ASA for the first time, so I reached out to Mandy Greeley, who I knew had printed with that previously, and he'd recommended that I preheat the bed to about 90 or 95 C and let that sit for about 15 to 20 minutes before printing. And the first thing I printed was actually a new spool holder for my Prusa Mark IV 3D printer because I broke the previous spool holder that came with the printer and needed a replacement and something that was going to be durable and sturdy. So I used Elegoo's ASA filament and their ASA profile and Elegoo slicer, and this printed so clean, and I've been using it ever since. I then printed this Nightwing eye mask, and it took just over 1 hour to print. I then wanted to try something a little bit more difficult, so I took one of Clock.
You can see the
ever
can
since.
see the
I then printed this
lines in it.
Nightwing.
Yeah, see, you can see the print lines. I mean, they're not bad on the other side. I mean, it depends upon the camera angle, but I mean, you can see them really good there.
Eye mask, and it took just over.
You can see him again as he turned it.
Their ASA profile and Elegoo slicer, and this printed so clean, and I've been using it ever since. I then printed this Nightwing eye mask, and it took just over 1 hour to print. And this
That sounds terrible.
And I've been using it.
Okay, we're gonna mute him. Yeah, you can see the lines there. You see the line. Yeah, it's got some pretty noticeable lines. I'm sure you'd be able to fill them with your finger. Yeah, you can see them all up through there. You know what it reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of like Levi, like a Levi denim, the way that Levi's look. It's kind of what that reminds me of.
I then wanted to try something a little bit more difficult, so I took one of Clockspring 3D's files for this print-in-place trash can, and it printed beautifully, and everything works correctly.
Oh,
the
that's
lid
the-
just
that's the
opens
rolling
and closes
trash can
with
thing
ease.
that-
The
yeah, yeah,
wheels
yeah.
freely move. This just turned out perfect. Honestly,
kinda
I'm
funny.
so happy. I've never printed with ASA before, and this turned out amazing.
Yeah, you can see all the lines
printing
on
with
that
this
too,
filament.
the print
I'm
lines.
definitely going to be printing with it more often, and the filter definitely helped in the back where I wasn't really smelling the fumes while printing with it. And one last thing that I printed was this really stylized Xbox controller stand that took just over 20 minutes to print. I then loaded up some of BQ's ARPLA, which is a harder TPU, and then used Elegoo's TPU profile to create my own custom profile based on BQ's
TPU, that's the
print
squishy stuff, I
recommendations
think.
for their airless basketball. This took just over 70 hours to print, and it turned out so good and clean. This print looks so awesome. I was able to remove it from the supports fairly easily, and it also removed from the build plate really easily. I used the smooth side, used some of the glue stick to help prevent the actual TPU from sticking to the build plate, and it peeled straight off. And it bounces as well. As expected, this is gonna bounce extremely well. This just looks so, look how clean this is. Look how clean this is.
Can't
This
tell your
turned
camera's
out
blurry as hell.
awesome. And I know using a printer like this is gonna end up being incredible for some folks that run print farms, so I printed a whole bunch of different fidget toys that I wanted to play with. This first one here
McDonald's
is
fries.
this little clicking fries from Mystic Mesh 3D, and then Ludo has this awesome clicky avocado. So cool. And you probably noticed me rocking this massive Knuckles glove from the Sonic games and Sonic movie. This is printed in Elegoo's Rapid White PLA. This was printed at 0.28
That was
layer height.
printed?
and
I
obviously
thought
the
it was like a
texture on the
fabric.
print file as well
Oh, that's
as the
pretty
white
cool.
filament help hide any potential imperfections, but honestly, it looks really good as is. And right before recording this video, Eastman dropped a new bust,
Wookiee.
and this was for
Chewbacca.
and I had to scale this up to 130% of the original file size and get this printed as fast as I could at 0.2 layer height, and I ended up using lightning infill
That
for the
looks
very
re-
first
that
time.
looks
I don't think
really
I've ever
good, though.
used that before, and it looks so
I mean, you can
good.
still see the
Look how
lines,
good this print looks.
but
Look how clean this
it looks
turned
really
out
good.
with Elegoo's profiles that they built in for this printer. Honestly, I can't stop gushing over how well this is. I just need to know, Elegoo, how much does this thing cost? Because that's the one thing that we haven't talked about is, obviously we've talked about how good it prints and some of the awesome prints that I've gotten off of it, but I don't, as of
Dude,
right
his
now,
eyelashes
as
are
of
killing
literally
me.
recording this video the day before posting this video, I don't know still what the price is gonna be for this printer. I'm assuming
stop
it's gonna
looking
be
at it.
at least
$2.99.
500 or less. I don't know, honestly, and I'm not entirely sure if Elegoo's announcing the pricing when I post this video or if it's just the release date, which I'll definitely be doing some follow-up videos on here. In the meantime, leading up to that. So make sure you're staying tuned because I'll definitely be part of the launch event for the pre-order or the purchase date. I'm not quite sure what the actual plans are or what the specific date is, but we'll be doing a live launch for it. Again, please do not consider this a review.
Did
by
he
any
shave his
means.
eyebrows
This video
too?
is being sponsored by Elegoo. Definitely check out some of the other creators that are making videos on this. However, I
don't know,
did
people are
have
weird.
some feedback for Elegoo that I wanted to share with all of you. This is all feedback that I have already shared with them, but I figured I'd make sure
That's
it's
pretty cool, though.
abundantly clear to everyone else the feedback that I'm requesting or suggesting that be improved on these machines moving forward. The first being that Wi-Fi sending your files from the
Oh, I could
slicer
print
most
pool
of the time works
toys.
properly. However, every once in a while, especially with larger files, it seems like it crashes. Probably one of the bigger issues that I'm running into with Elegoo Slicer is that the camera function just doesn't seem to want to work. I'm on the latest firmware and on the latest version of the slicer. I know that's something that they're working on, just calling it out. Within Elegoo Slicer, there's also no
Hopefully
way to
that
directly
works, 'cause I wanna-
download the
I
time
wanna-
lapses that are created from the
I
printer.
wanna have that on
Currently,
stream.
the only way that I can access those time lapses are directly on the printer itself by downloading those to the provided USB. Also, in slicing and sending print jobs directly to the printer, there's no way currently to select which build plate profile or leveling profile, the A or the B option that you'd like to work with for this particular print job. The only
they
way you can do
definitely
that
need
is by
that.
starting the print job directly on the printer. I also really want Elegoo to work directly with Orca Slicer to make sure that the Centauri is compatible with the direct version of Orca Slicer for all of those more advanced users that are out there. I mentioned this previously that Elegoo is potentially working on it, but that interior light is really not great. I'm already considering just sticking a set of USB LED light strips directly in there so that I can
That's
see the
my
print
plan
job.
if it's
Also, the
if they
provided
don't have
build
that
plates,
fixed.
the print adhesion is relatively decent. The cool plate that recommends 30 degrees Celsius, I've never been able to get that to print properly with PLA. I've always had to bump up the temperature to at least 50 or 60 to get that to adhere properly. Also, literally up until just a handful of minutes ago, there was a fan that was constantly running nonstop. I think it had to do with the board or the fan that's directly on the board here for the printer that was constantly running even when the printer was idle and not doing anything. And I still would like that to be able to be directly turned off if the printer's not actively printing or preheating or doing any kind of job. In the meantime, you can go into one of the menus on the printer and disable the motors, which turns off that fan. One of the more critical ones that I
at
want to
least
know
you
more
can do that.
information from Elegoo about are spare parts, more specifically hot ends and nozzles and all that good stuff. When are we going to see that? Is it going to be available on the website? How can we get a hold of those for the
Hot
Centauri
ends,
Carbon
yes, I
if we
ordered
need
one. The
replacement
nozzles,
parts? And since there's a poop chute in the back, I think everyone's automatically thinking, is there going to be a multicolor module coming to the Centauri Carbon?
Yes.
I honestly don't know. I'm not sure if they have
In
plans
quarter
to
three.
build a multicolor system for this or not, but I know lots of people would be interested if they could make it happen and that it actually works well. That's the big key factor. And finally, the biggest bit of feedback or request that I have to Elegoo is, this is fantastic. This is awesome. I'm loving this printer. Now make it bigger. I want a at least
Bigger.
300 by 300 by 300 or 350 by 350 by 350, something bigger so that I can print one-piece helmets all in one go and not have to worry about the reduced build volume that comes with this size. And this is fantastic.
I don't
for
know, those are pretty
lots
big
of
prints,
but
though.
I think lots of us out here want a bigger version of exactly this. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for hanging in there and hearing what I have to say about this.
I can't
new,
believe it printed that
fast,
glove.
hopefully affordable
awesome.
Core XY enclosed 3D printer from Elegoo. I also want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters for your continued support. If you're interested in things like my 3D printer settings, which yes, I will be building out some profiles here for the Centauri Carbon. You can
that's
find
cool.
those over on my Patreon. And let me know in the comments what questions you have
Yeah, see,
about
that's all
this
the-
printer because I want to make a
That's the supporting material there. For anybody that doesn't know, all this stuff pops out. It looks like little trees or something, little blood veins. They're blood vessels for the rest of it. But yeah, that's the supporting material that you pop off.
follow-up video answering all of your questions and printing some other things that you've requested in the comments.
Yeah.
So let me know in the comments what you'd like to see me print or what I can help answer because I
I
have
guess
this on hand and can run
if
some
the camera inside of it doesn't work, if I can't link that up there, then maybe I'll take just a different camera and shove it inside of it or on the outside. I don't know. We'll figure something out. we'll make sure that you guys can see it print.
More tests with it. I just want to say thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye now. Oh, hold on. I should actually do this with the knuckles fist. Bye now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Elegoo is fine.
Good stuff. So there you go. That's the one that I'm looking at. That's the one I'm getting. It's ordered. When it shows up, who knows? Oh, it looks like you get a spare heat bed nozzle wiper, Centauri carbon, user manual, spool holder adapter, power cord, I guess. The touch screen, a filament sample. I don't know why you'd need a sample, but unclogging pin tool. I would guess that would be for the nozzle. Allen wrenches. I already have all those. I don't need a screwdriver. I got all that. I got tools. Got more tools than I know what to do with. Spare heat bed nozzle wiper. The USB drive, which probably never use unless I get a file from somebody else or something. Screws, that's for the scraper blade to when you print out the scraper blade, like the handle, then you can attach that to it. Yeah, here's like the mount different color spools to a filament at the same time. Elegoo responds, we will release firmware later for AMS. Thank you. So quarter three will be good because we'll be doing multiple spools. Some of the people that have printed stuff, I mean, these are people with lots of different, I mean, you know, these people are in it. Husky, jeez, mine will be Milwaukee, but yeah, they got 2 of them. Some of the errors that happen, which to be expected. Even the established printers get errors. Well, that looks like a critical failure. Major failures. 4 of them. I don't know if it released from the print bed, because I mean that looks pretty clean. I wonder if it just released and slid, and that's what he's talking about or something. I don't know. Oh, it just stops printing for no apparent reason. Print anomaly. Yeah, more lighting. This one's just saying he likes it, basically. That last one, dude just wanted to show off his junk. Right? That's what it looks like. Anyway. I mean, here's their open air. I mean, man, that printed, if that's a lot of colors. I don't know if that's just different parts you're snapping on or what, but that's a lot. But yep, there you go. So anyway, that's what I'm getting. That's the printer I'm getting. Should be here soon. $2.99 is the price. Unless you add a bunch of crap like I did, where I've got I got the 75 there, so there's 375. There's basically 4. I wish I hadn't ordered those because I'll probably never use them. I only need one set. Oh well. Maybe they'll come in handy sometime. I did get a 3-pack of those, and the 3-pack that comes in that, and the hot end kit with another hot end kit in that one. I think total of mine was, I don't know, like 400 or something. So anyway, there it is. And hopefully we'll be printing soon. And as soon as I get it, we'll get it set up. I'll unbox on stream and everything. Get it all set up on stream. We'll do the whole 9 yards, all of it on stream. And see if we can't get the camera set up so that's on stream when it's printing. If not, I'll order another camera and we'll shove it in there. So either way. Alrighty, I am going to get out of here. Gotta feed this little guy. Bye. Bye, everybody. No? No smiles? Yay. There we go. There's a smile for y'all. Okay, y'all have a good night. We'll see you on the next one.